Hello butterflies, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a candy star, and then we're going to turn it into a bracelet based off of this. And if you're wondering, no, it will not look like this. I can do a tutorial on that, let me know in the comments, but it's sort of similar-ish, not exactly. But I'm going to be showing you how I make it and how for you to make it. So, what we're going to be using is about 2 feet of string. I like to have some extras after. What I mean by that is I have like maybe a foot left after. And I like to make bracelets with that for my family. So you're going to need some string. I prefer the stretchy string. I would recommend the stretchy string if you want your bracelet to stretch. Star doesn't really matter as much, but if you want the bracelet to look kind of small but then fit around your wrist good, then that will obviously be up to you, not me, because we all have different wrists and different opinions. So we're also going to be needing scissors and beads. I have this set of 6 colors, and it has obviously metallic, normal, and glitter. I'm going to be using colors. So you can use any colors you want. You don't have to follow the pattern I have. And if you don't have the beads, that's okay. As long as you're using what you want to use. It's all up to you. So, first things first, we're going to make the circle part. So on this, you pick what you want your middle part to be. What colors you want, what style you want. So, let me grab the color that I'm going to use for this. Okay, going to be using this pink, and you need 10, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, it doesn't matter what pattern you use, just as long as you have 10 to make the size. So, put that on your string. I'll be right back when I have it. Oh, so now I have the 10 beads. You can double count or double check and count them after just to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, now our longer piece we're going to leave alone. We're going to kind of push it to the end. And then we're going to tie the end off to make a loop. And I would recommend tying this 3 times to be secure or safe and to make it secure. So 1, 2, and sometimes tying it once doesn't always turn out the best, especially with just the normal knot. So now that we have that, we're going to cut off the baby string, not the long string, the baby string. And if you want to, you can take a bead and shove it over that so that it's not showing. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to make these, which is a pattern of 4 beads. And what I did is I did a pattern of like just 1 color. Let's use blue as an example. And then I did 2 in the middle. And then the same color on the end. You don't have to do that. Like I said, it's your opinion, your choice, not mine. But what I did to do that is that's what it looked like in the end. So obviously pick the colors that you want and that you like. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to keep my beads in place. I'm gonna be using glittery orange and glittery pink in the same pattern that I showed you. Ow. That's how you make this. That didn't hurt. I just said ow. I'm gonna put that up here. Sorry about all the extra talking. I like to talk. I'm gonna do pink on the outside. So 4 beads onto your string. And I'm gonna add the orange in the middle. If I could grab that bead. And then, oh my gosh. Okay. Then we're gonna add, oh my goodness, I swear. Okay, we're gonna have our 4 beads. Now, I'm gonna put that all the way down. And so, where our string is coming out of, that bead we're gonna ignore. And then the bead after, we're also going to ignore. So, the second bead, so actually the third bead-ish, where your string is coming out of, so ignore that. 1, 2. If you want to count that, it'll be 1, 2, 3. But that's not kind of what we're going for. We're gonna ignore that bead where the, like I said, where the string is coming out of, and then 1, 2. Gonna pop that second bead out, and we're gonna put our string through that bead. And then you're gonna take your string and pull it. And it looks like that. And make sure you pull that after, because like I showed you in the beginning, did I just show my face? This thing, it will end up floppy. This was my first star candy that I made. Look at it, is so loose and wiggly and floppy. And so if you want it to be tight like this, not as floppy, and like when you pull on it, it doesn't flop a bunch. It is kind of hard to remember. That's why on my first one it did not look perfect. Just pull it a little, give it a little tug. And then, see, sometimes when you put it down, it'll go loose, and if you put your finger in the middle and pull, it'll get loose again. But then you just pull the long string. So then you're gonna take, you can either do a different pattern, but if you want to kind of keep it not exactly neat, but in the same pattern, then you do the same thing that you did the first time. So I'm going to use the pink again and the 2 oranges in the middle. But it doesn't matter what you do or what color of beads you use. Like, again, it's your opinion, not mine. Your choice, not mine. But it just has to be 4 beads. We're going to pull that yet again. And from where your string is coming out of, again, ignore that bead and go 1, 2. Into the second bead away from that. So, 1, 2. Put your string in the middle of that bead and tug it. Like that. Now, I'm going to show it one more time, just in case, but if you think you got it, then I'll see if I can put the time, so this is where you can skip ahead to. Otherwise, I'm going to show you one more time. So, make sure you give it a little tug, and if I'm going too fast, you can slow the video down or rewind it as many times as you like. That's how I learn sometimes when I use YouTube tutorials. So, I'm gonna put my pink bead on, 2 orange in the middle. Now I won't be speeding anything up. I'll be skipping until I get to where I need. Could speed the parts up if I were that skilled, but I'm not. So get your 4 beads on, pull it all the way down. Again, where your string is coming out of, gonna go 1, 2 away, and sometimes you can pop it out and it'll sometimes be like the center of it, not a center of attention. Oh my goodness. So it'll just be the center where it's like popping out of. So ignore where the string's coming out of. 1, 2. Go into the second bead with your string and pull that shut. Give it a little tug, and here's where we are now. So I did not tug enough right there, I don't think, because it's kind of floppy, but that's okay. Just gonna tug it a lot here. Oh, that kind of worked-ish on the second bead. So I'm gonna do it one more time on my own. Again, you can rewind it if you need to see that step again, which I did show. I tried to make it as clear as I could, trying to go slower, but also at my own pace, which is kind of hard because I'm used to doing this. I just do it super fast. But I'm going to pause and do the one more. If you need to, you can just wait if you've got 1, 2, 3 down. I'm just going to do the 4, and then I'm going to come back for the 5 because that's kind of tricky. But if yours looks like mine, the bead where you need to go into after you have your 4 is just sticking out because you have your 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's pulling it out, so then that kind of makes the star in the middle. Where did my earring go? 1 second. I threw my earring off my desk, but I have, good thing earrings come in too. So you can see right here, it's making a little star in the middle. And that's how it's going to look when we're done. So I'm going to do that 4th one, and I'm going to come back and show you how to do the 5th one. So I'll be right back. Okay, I did the 4th one. Now let's go ahead and get our 4 beads on yet again. And look at this. So I know I've said this a lot, but I'm going to say it one more time. Do whatever you want. You can, like, invert it if you want. Like, if I were to invert mine, I would have the pink in the middle and the orange on the outside. You can totally do that if you want to. Obviously, like I said, I have no control over what you want to do. But once you have your 4 beads on, you will notice that we're supposed to skip that middle bead, but our bead that we need is right there. So if you tucked in your string, you can kind of just pull it back. But we are still going to go through that bead. It's still going to be a little hard though. Only a tad. So we can kind of pop that bead out with our finger underneath and whoops. Oh my goodness. Slip it through that bead and pull it through. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I'm just losing my mind. Okay, and then we're going to go into these 2 beads on the star on the, let's call it a point above. So thread it through those 2, that rhymes, and pull it through. Oops. And bada boom, bada bang. We have a star. Lovely. So I have these, I have this, soccer ball, baseball, football, basketball beads. Have these beads. And I got this from Walmart for about $3 and some cents. And it's a 75 piece. My camera is flipped, so I have no clue where it is for you. I cut it in the corner. I played basketball, so I'm gonna take a basket. That's a football. Where's it? Hold on. I'm going to take a basketball and include that on. Where are you going? My bracelet. I'm gonna put that away. If I can, I'll link it. I'm pretty sure that I can if I go into it. So, I'll do that for you guys. It'll probably be in the comment section. But I'm gonna put that up here for now. Oh, it disappeared, but it's still there. It's gone, but it's not. So, from the long string where our star is, we're gonna start the bracelet part. So this means that you take the beads that you want. I'm gonna take 2 oranges, 1, 2, and then put uno pink. So 1 pink. And I'm gonna repeat that pattern until it fits around my wrist. Till it's at the length that I like. And it's the same thing for you. You put it to where it fits on you good, because you want a bracelet that fits you. If you're making it for someone else, I would recommend getting their wrist size, or if you know them, like I made one for my brother and I know his wrist size because I see him every day. So I'm going to do this until it fits, and I will be right back. Heads up, don't make it so then it's like a separate whole thing like that. Include your star. I totally spaced this a few seconds ago while I was putting my beads on. The star goes like that and it'll wrap around. So just make sure that you're aware of, or aware that the star is going to be included with the length. So just wanted to check in and let you know. So I'll finish this up and show you how to attach the other side. Hi again. So I have the length that I want. So we are still sorry about like the angle change and all. My phone passed away. My phone died. So like where we were, hold on just a minute. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the end of our string and from the one across from where our string is, so across, we're going to go into the 2 beads. So for me, it's going to be these 2 orange ones across. So I'm going to push those up and go through them, and then I'm just going to pull this tight. Now it'll look like this, and it'll look kind of wonky from where we are now. Now that's on our bracelet. We're going to take those 2 oranges, we're going to kind of separate it from our bracelet that we just made. We're going to take the end of our string and put it through the, oh my goodness. Okay. And then we're going to put it through the last bead that we had on our bracelet. So instead of putting it through the spike, we're going to put it through this bead. So through that bead, and then just pull it like that. And then I'm going to put it through this orange bead right here. And then I'm going to pull that. And then I'm just going to tie it off. So I'm going to tie it 3 times just to be safe. I like to tie my bracelets and candies shut with 3 ties. That was not close enough. I'll be right back once I'm done. Oh, sorry. Okay, now I've got that. I'm going to take my scissors and snip that. Oops. And see, we have a little over a foot left, I'd say, of string. And I'll use that for a bracelet. Putting that away. Now we've got this honking tie, like this knot, which you can pull through the bead pull that through. And boom. You have a Kandi star bracelet. I put a little basketball on mine. But yeah. Thank you guys for staying till the end. I really appreciate you watching, not asking for subs, asking for kindness. That's all I want. I'll see you guys later. I might do a tutorial on how to make this. Now, like I said, I'm new to this. I started doing this about 2 weeks ago. But I'm not going to call myself a pro because, like I said, I just started 2 weeks ago. But I did have to watch tutorials on that too. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your night or rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening. Hi. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If I went too fast, let me know for my next tutorials, if I do next tutorials. But I hope this turned out good for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.